Hi everybody, so today I am going to be doing my senior year reflection, which is really weird to be saying, but I'm so happy to be done with this year. So, just a little information about me. I'm 18 and the high school I go to is non-traditional. We don't have any sports teams and we are located on a community college campus. So the whole point is to take college classes while you are in high school so that by the time you graduate, you will have your associate's degree in either science or associate's degree in art, or you can get both. And then you'll also get your high school diploma. And you can do it in either 4 years or 5 years. And I decided to do 5 years, so I still have 1 more year. So, I'm just going to talk about the classes that I had just now that I just finished. So, Mondays and Wednesdays from 9:30 until 10:50 I had elementary Spanish, and that was just all the basics of Spanish. So we would go in and she would have videos or we would have worksheets. We didn't have any projects or anything. Well, we had one project, but it was a presentation. We had to talk about our family, but we were able to read the slides, like what we wrote down. Most of the work we did was online, and we would have a different chapter every couple of weeks. And then we had 4 tests on each of the chapters, and then we just had our final exam today. And I struggled with this class, I'm not going to lie, and then I have to trying to remember what I learned over the summer since I'm going to be taking elementary Spanish 2 in the fall. The next class I had was on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 in the morning until 9:25, and it was Introduction to Sociology. And in this class, the teacher was brand new to the school, and we just had PowerPoints. Just took notes on PowerPoints every class. And then we had 2 tests, or maybe 3 tests, and then we had a final. But instead of actually taking a written test for the final, we just created one. I really like sociology. Sociology is probably my favorite class that I've ever taken, to be honest. And it was very easy. Most of it seemed to be common sense. And then the last class I had, that was sit down at least, was philosophical issues, my first ever philosophy course, which I did not like. We would just go in there and he would just talk. And honestly, I couldn't tell you anything that I really learned from that class. I know it sounds bad, but I just did not like it. As far as tests go, we just had 2 tests, and then we had a midterm paper and a term paper that were both supposed to be 5 pages in total, double-spaced, of course. So I did not like philosophy, and I probably wouldn't take anything like that again. And then I also had an online class, which is ACA, and ACA is just like college readiness. So in this class we just talked, well, like I said, it's an online class. So some of the assignments included just planning out what you wanted to do as far as transferring to a 4-year university and what degree you wanted to get, and just stuff like that. So now I'm going to go rewind to fall semester, whenever senior year started. So the classes I had were American History, American Literature, and General Chemistry. And I'm a little bit dusty on the details from these classes since they were so long ago, but I'll do my best. So, American History was a lecture class. So we went to the lecture hall and he would just talk and we would write notes. And we didn't have any homework, we didn't have any projects, we just had tests. And it was set up so we would do short ID, which is just like, this person did blank. And then we had short answer, which is kind of like 3 to 5 sentences. And then we would have an essay. And you would have to pick like 5 out of 6 items for each section, and then the essay. And I really enjoyed that class. I didn't pass it with an A+, but I've never had a lecture class like that before, so it really made you think, and it really forced you to pay attention. He would give the historic fact, but then he would talk about his personal life, so I'm not going to go into that. The next class was American Literature, and we had 2 textbooks for this class. So American Literature, we'd be assigned a reading, as it would make sense, and then we would just talk about it in the next class. We had a couple of presentations. It was more like group work. We would just work on the laptop and make a PowerPoint, like a really quick PowerPoint. And then we all had to read one text and then explain to the class what happened. And then we had a final, and I didn't really like American Literature just because I didn't really understand what was going on in the stories until we discussed them. I'm a really fast reader, so I don't really grasp what I'm reading if I'm not interested. So I ended up passing that class just fine. Now, my weakness was general chemistry. I am just not a science and math person. I never have been. I'm more of an English person. So I really struggled with general chemistry. We had it Monday through Thursday, and she would lecture, and then we would also have the labs. We had online homework, which is horrible. Any of my college gals or guys out there, if you know about mastering chemistry, that's what I had to do, and I definitely did not master chemistry. I actually had to retake it. So it was really frustrating for me, but I'm just going to try even harder next semester, and I'll have a new teacher, hopefully. And I'm just going to end off this video by telling you what classes I'll be taking in the fall. So I signed up for, like I said, Elementary Spanish 2. I'll have Introduction to Jazz, General Chemistry, and an online business class. So overall, senior year was relatively difficult. Definitely a little bit of struggling, but I don't know if I passed all my classes for this semester, but obviously I hope so. And if you want any other senior year videos, just let me know in the comments. And congratulations, class of 2015.